Good morning. I got a whole lot of sleepy in my eyes, but I did get a good night's rest and a lot of dreams. I was dreaming of being with my sister somewhere where we were literally surfing water that was raining down and in the streets. And I remember I was kind of laughing. I said, why does it feel like I'm surfing on top of the water? My sister's like, 'cause you are. And we were going back to see some monuments. And I had another dream with somebody where we were having sushi. And I was sharing my favorite sushis. I haven't had sushi in a long time, obviously. But it is Thursday. I have a conference call. Buddy is tapping and dancing over here, so he has to go out. I woke up early because I was in the middle of editing and fell asleep. And yeah. Boy, is the time flying. Hard to believe. Well, again, let's do this. Om Namo Gurudevaya.
Okay, so here we're gonna make cantaloupe smoothie because I know Tom needs something in his belly, and this is one of the sweetest cantaloupes I've found in a long time. It's so juicy, so yummy, I'm telling you. So what I like to do, cut them in wedges. I really fell in love with cantaloupes when I was in Naples, Italy. Back in the day when I used to eat ham, the Parma, the best of the hams, I would, I'm telling you, I was like, oh my gosh, prosciutto and melone, very popular in Italy. But even beyond that was when I fell in love with the figs and prosciutto. When you get a really good fig with it, it's that sweet and salty. So, you know, although I no longer eat ham, especially, because pigs are actually the closest to the human body. That's why they use the pig organs for transplants. And, you know, to me, it's kind of like, okay, we don't think about these things. But anyway, it's just my belief and something that I think I've learned over time. And so, you know, you got to go with what you got. And I won't eat it anymore, but at the same time, I'm not going to condemn someone else for it. I just know what works in my body and how much better I feel now I've cut it out. But melon in itself is so easy on the digestion. It's extremely beneficial for hydrating the skin, vitamin C, the carotenoids, all the antioxidants. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but ultimately, if you have melon first thing in the morning, it like cleanses out the body. It's one of the things I like to do in the summer, especially because it is so hydrating, is to have melon, and it just really like gets rid of my belly fat and moves things through. Now everybody has a different system, and I know some people will get like melon belly, and that usually is because we have too much, right? And also because you have to look at, are you mixing it with other foods? Because the recommendation is that you eat only melon on an empty stomach, not mixing it with other foods. And I'll tell you right now, when I used to eat out and I lived in Europe and I'd have fruit for dessert instead of dessert, it would sit on top of all the food I had just eaten. And I later learned, well, that explains that gassy, bloating melon belly. So that was my experience. So here's what we have so far. I'm going to add some hemp seeds because Tom likes it with hemp seeds. And then I'll add a little bit of water and blend it up. So this is about a quarter cup that's left, or half a cup that's left in here is what it looks like, yeah. So we're going to do about a quarter cup of hemp seeds. Yummy, yummy in the tummy, this is how we operate. I'm going to add just a couple drops of vanilla stevia because, believe it or not, that will really bring out all those yummy flavors. It really is sweet, so it doesn't need any sweetening. I just wanted to give it the vanilla flavor to it. But other than that, sometimes I'll add a little bit of cinnamon. I like to have the Ceylon cinnamon because it's good for balancing blood sugar. And if you're somebody who has like spikes throughout the day where you do gluten, for example, is another form of sugar, and a lot of people don't realize that because of that form of sugar, it can throw your whole system off balance regarding blood sugar. That's just one of the many things I've learned, and I also noticed how I am affected when I eat things that are not a natural energetic sugar like fruits and vegetables. I do notice a huge difference for myself. So again, we're all navigating as we go. So here we go. We're going to blend it up and we'll see how this turns out. Add some water. About a cup of water. And we need to make sure. Now I have various lids for my BlendTec. This one's the most important one when it's really more liquid, because otherwise it'll create a huge mess. Oh, that is so beautiful. Look how foamy and nice that is. Woohoo! Well, I know someone's going to have a happy belly. So it's time for the dramatic pour, as you know. First I'm going to lick it, you know. That's just how I am, right? Very nice. Yep. I like it. It's Lana approved. Isn't that all that matters? Alright, dramatic pour, y'all. Voila, c'est ça. Eccoci. Simple ingredients, y'all. You're getting it right here, right now. Half a cantaloupe, a quarter cup of hemp seeds, and some water, a cup of water, and maybe a couple drops of stevia, of vanilla stevia, or you could just go without it, and it's going to be delicious and leave a mustache. Get the 12-week meal plan, because I'm telling you, you'll get so many more recipes that we have, and you won't be disappointed.
What you got there?
It's a fruity salad.
Oh.
We have papaya, strawberries, jicama root, some cilantro, some arugula, some papaya seeds, very minimal, a little bit of Indian curry, and some lime juice and some blueberry kombucha just dashed in there.
It looks delicious.
It really is delicious.
Yummy.
Wanna see?
Yeah. Ooh. Take a bite. What?
So I'm at Yoga Village, and we just finished up our conference call for conscious communications. It was our second one, and it's always good to get back to community, and it really makes a difference, because I know much of what we discussed was regarding how, we have to find the peace within ourselves. We deeply need to go within and listen to what's not being said, and really hearing from the core of our soul. And the bringing our soul into every experience is what makes it that much more powerful and amplified. Because see, what happens is, no matter whether you're in the neutral mind, the negative mind, the positive mind, wherever you're coming from in this craziness here, and it can be good or bad or however you want to label it, it really boils down to, that's what you're amplifying, that's what you're growing. Because where attention goes, energy flows. And really, truly, you are growing wherever you're throwing that attention and that energy, and that's huge. And so, the key of communication is to deeply listen to yourself more than anything. Ask yourself, am I coming from a neutral space? Am I able to speak with grace? Am I able to communicate effectively that's going to uplift another person versus put someone down, right? We want to raise one another up and not squash each other down, because that's really what it boils down to. Is this life is about, how can I improve myself and the quality of life for those around me through these inner exchanges of engaging with one another. And so just reconnecting with community in itself can uplift you, can bring you out of the depths of despair, because there can be tons of chaos, as we all know, what's going on in and around the world. And when we put our attention on that, that's what we're growing. That's what's going to keep on ensuing if that's where we keep going. So we have to find the peace within so we don't lose ourselves. And the more we find peace within ourselves, the less we'll encounter it in our external or immediate environment. Yes, the world is always going to have something. Always. The question is whether or not you're going to buy into it and actually participate. We're either part of the problem or part of the solution. And the biggest solution we can be is in our own immediate lives for ourselves, those we love, those we cherish, our communities. Work on being part of the solution, whatever and however that looks for your heart and soul. We don't need to fight anything. We just need to be in a state of allowing, accepting, unfolding, and growing to support and change the stories of our ancestors, because that's what they would have wanted. If anything, that's what they have wanted for all of us. So I love this space. I'm very blessed that I came in and was able to have my call today here. So, yeah, just finishing up. So I'm out along the waterfront with Buddy. We decided to take a walk, or I should say I decided he needed a walk, and my stomach's kind of acting up on me at the moment. So I figured, when you strike certain points on your feet, it stimulates the stomach, the digestion, and helps kind of regulate things. So if you didn't know this, walking's beneficial for many different things, one of which is your digestion and your metabolism. So I just figured I'd make this quick, and you know, as you can see, the sun is definitely set. The moon is out, the breeze is nice, it's humid, it's Florida, it's that time of year. I just wanted to say I love you. Tune in for tomorrow's episode, episode 51, where you're going to get to travel through. Maybe I'll show a little bit of the spa, because the ladies are taking me out for an early birthday relaxation day. So I'm pretty excited. What? Whoops. Keep it raw, stay rad. I love you.